Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. I am feeling chipper, I suppose. I don't know. It's been like, I don't want to jinx things, but it's been a calm week. So I've been enjoying a calm week. And I've even gotten some reading done. I don't think I'm going to do reading tonight, though, because they do have a lot of editing to do. Because Friday, I am going out to a book event. So I have to edit my whole video between today and tomorrow. That's just my life. I always wait to the last minute for everything. But I have been reading A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. And I don't know, I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Like this was from March. And I finally was like, okay, you know what? I put it off like 3 times. I'm just going to do it. And I surprisingly really like it. I was worried because it's romantasy. And I don't always like love romantasy. But this one is like, it's like a fantasy book with romance on top rather than a romance that you threw magic at, which I think is the key defining trait for me. So this is like a good fantasy novel. It's kind of like Norse mythology inspired. Our main character name is Freya. I really like her. She has this kind of like weariness to her where she's seen some shit and she's like, oh my God, you fucking idiots. Like she's just seen enough of the world to have an understanding that like sweet summer children just don't have. So I really like her. It is a bit of a slow burn, I would say. That she does have a love interest in here, but so far I like it. About 2/3 of the way through it right now, so I just got a little bit more to go. But yeah, surprisingly good. It's a duology. The next book comes out next year. I'll probably pick it up. Like I'm kind of really digging it. Surprisingly, who knew? It's like Fate. Not Fate. What is this? Book of the month is like kind of hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes I really love them. Sometimes I'm like, meh about them. But like this one, I don't know why I waited. I waited so long because I was scared of romantasy. But like, you know what? It's actually pretty good. I recommend if you guys are looking for something in the romantasy genre that isn't just romance through the vehicle of fantasy. This is a fantasy through the vehicle of romance, I would say. The other way, I guess. Anyway, whatever. I don't know what order to put those words in, but that's the vibe here. Anyway, what else have you guys been reading? What else have you guys been doing? Have you all been taking care of yourselves? Let me know. Maggie, hello, my dear. Page is into Duma Key by Stephen King. Oh, okay. Pause on fantasy books. Yeah, I mean, fantasy is a bit of, especially the ones you read. They're like tomes. They're very long. But I'm doing okay. I'm glad you could come join us for a bit. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Oh, good. I actually like it. I'm really surprised because I thought I was going to end up DNFing because I'm like, this fucking romantasy trend right now. It has put out some stinkers because it's trendy, so everyone's doing it. Kind of like the same thing with like when YA like Twilight came out, and then like there was like a sea of fucking teen vampire books. So right now the romantasy is like so not fancy. What is it? Popular. There's a lot of books coming out that are romantasy, and I was like, oh god, another one. But this one's actually fun. It's definitely very Norse mythology. There's a lot of gods and magic and runes and all kinds of stuff. Adult. It's not YA. These are all adult characters. And I kind of like it. And there's only one more book. I have my suspicions where this is going to go. Because basically, I don't want to use the term Percy Jackson. But essentially there's people in this world and they were born with like a drop of a god's blood. Not that the god is their like biological parent, it's just like they got in the mix somehow when conception was happening. And they give them like a drop of their blood, and so they have like some type of ability related to the god who gave them some blood. And Freya, she has a drop of the god's blood, and it kind of makes her into a shield maiden type of a situation here. So lots of like demigods, I guess, if you're going to use Percy Jackson terminology. They're not really so much I guess they're demigods because they have like the same abilities and stuff. I don't know, whatever. I'm enjoying it. It's fun so far. I'm having a good time. Hello. Good to see you as well. I love it. I love like the gorillas as well. Hi. Well, good. If you pick it up, I recommend. I think it's pretty good. Reading Stephen King. Just started the Dark Tower series. Ooh, okay. I haven't read the Dark Tower series actually. Like Stephen King is one of my failures. I want to read more things by Stephen King. I just never get around to it, but I've read like the iconic stuff. I've read Carrie and The Shining, and I've read Pet Sematary, those ones. However, The Shining, it's on my list of all-time favorite books. So I should read more Stephen King because that book is a masterpiece. It's fucking incredible. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad it was helpful. Yay. Oh, oh, oh my. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be mainly smut, I'm assuming. I don't mean smut in a derogatory sense. I like my smut, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be that. Or just like Colleen Hoover. Yikes. Yeah, I follow a few people that are like book talk, but I don't know. I don't like have a lot of overlap with a lot of book talk, like trendy books, I guess, that are like I might have heard of them, but they're not really necessarily like what I want to read. So I don't have a lot of overlap there. But I do like the people who do like cosplays and stuff from the books. I like those ones. So really, I guess nothing that's telling me what books to buy. It's showing me fun little skits about books I already like. So those are the kind of ones I'm into. The Stand is the best. Oh, I haven't read it. I know. I know. I should read more Stephen King. I have a few more of his books. The thing with Stephen King, though, is that I've been collecting like Stephen King books, but from library book sales. So I'm kind of limited into what I can get. But I do have a really cool copy of Salem's Lot, which I do want to read. I don't know. I think I have a couple more that I have them. I just don't know when it's going to happen. It'll happen someday. I really do want to watch. Well, they just put out a new version of it. They just put out a new movie. I want to watch the movie and I want to read the book, but I haven't watched the movie yet because I want to read the book. So who knows when either of those things are going to happen. Hello, hello. Look at that little puppy. It, okay. Do nothing. Yeah. I mean, it is an undertaking. Like, that is so long. That's like 1,000 pages. That is frankly bonkers. And like the book is wild. There's like a turtle in space and like sewer orgies. Like, it's a whole thing. So I'm very kind of hesitant to read it. Like, I've seen the movies. I've seen all of the movies for it. But yeah, I just don't know. I think the movies improve upon the source material by taking out the weird shit that no one wanted. So that's my opinion on it, at least. Winter Wolves book review. Yay! I just put out the first one, The Wolf Gift. Wolves of Midwinter, I haven't even read yet, if I'm being honest. I do have it on deck. I'll probably read it next week. Like, that's the goal. So I can like film a video and put it out. If when the video comes out, it's gonna be, I don't know. I wish I could tell you when. It might be a couple weeks from now, or it might be in December. That's the plan. Because there's several videos I want to do, and I don't know where I'm going to put them all yet. Because I also want to do a Drunk Classics on Christmas Carol. However, that's pretty short. It's a short book. It only takes like maybe an hour to read. Like, it's very short. So I'm going to have to pregame it quite a bit to get to Drunk Classics level. But that's the goal. I might try to do that for the holiday spirit, so to speak. And yeah, get some more books in. I just finished my 60th book for this year, and I am so far behind. This is like the fewest books I have read in a year since I don't even know, since I started BookTube. So like 7 years ago. It's wild. I always do like at least 100, and I'm only at 60, and I'm like, I'm not hitting 100. I gave up on the dream because there's really no consequences if I don't read 100 books. Like that's just my own self-imposed things I think I had to live up to, which I don't. So anyway, yeah, I want to try to finish the Wolf Gift series from Anne Rice this year. Just knock them out. And then January, February is all going to be taken up with the new season of Mayfair Witches. So like other bookish content will probably get pushed back to like March. So that's what I'm doing with my life. This is going to take a minute, but it'll be good. I mean, episodes are fun because it's really like a one-day experience for me because like I only get it a little bit early. So I like watch it and then like script and do everything and then film it and edit it and put it all up in one day, which seems like a lot, but honestly, only having to work on this for like one whole day and then the rest of the week I don't have to do anything, it's kind of nice. So that's planned. There's 2 videos I know I need to do. I don't know. Hello. Hi, Viviana. How are you? New Jersey. Oh, The Shining. Wrong one. Shining. That's one of my all-time faves. I love that book so much. I hope you're enjoying it. I think it's a masterpiece. Fun. Hold on. So Trainwreck. It starts like the very first week of January. So I think the 5th or the 6th, the very, very first week. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that would put a damper on things. His series of Angel Time. I think so. It's a duology and both books are out already. I do want to do that eventually. I'm not sure when. Probably the soonest it'll happen is March because Mayfair is going to take up probably 2 months of time. But I do want to work on those ones. I have the books. I've bought them. So I will do that one. I forgot about those things. I was kind of like, what happened? But yeah, I want to do that series, and that kind of finishes all of the Anne Rice. There's a few more I could read, but they're like standalones. I might do those as well, but there's some series by her I'm not going to read. I refuse to read the Sleeping Beauty stuff. Some people tried to ask, they like, please do it, please do it, please do it. And I'm like, no. It's horrible. I'm like, I can't take more sexual terror from her. I just can't. So that series is just not going to happen. I cannot put myself through it. So there's just really the Seraphim series and like some standalones. And then I'm going to be out of Anne Rice. She's not writing anymore. She has passed away. So there you go. Where were we? Hi, Lily. Cooking and Reading, finishing up Georgie All Along by Kate Claiborne. I think I read that one. I hope you're liking it. Love Salem's Lot. I need to read it. I have it. Pennywise in my house. Is Pennywise in my house? No. What? Did I miss something? Oh, the balloons. For a second, I was like, what do you know that I don't know? Exit to Eden by Anne Rice. Okay. I have a few. I have like Violin, which is a standalone, Feast of All Saints, Servant of Bones. Like those are 3. Oh yeah, and Cry Out to Heaven is another one. I don't own it, but we'll see. So there's a few more like standalone stuff, but like eventually I'm gonna run out. There's no more. And a few of them I refuse to read. Oh, 2 books? Holy shit, Caitlin. Congrats. I love it. Speaking of which, why don't we go ahead and do our first 30-minute sprint? I forgot to get ready for this. I'm realizing it right now. Let me find Miles real quick. What's happening? Just be patient with me. I'm trying my best, guys. All right. So here's Miles. Boom. Whew. All right. Oh, a few more comments. Yeah. I mean, I have them, so I'll probably read them eventually. Yeah, I'm not reading that one either because ew. I'm like, stop trying to make that work. I'm not even going to get into what the story's about, but think Lolita. Stop making Lolita a thing, guys. I'm like not into it. Mayfair MF shows kind of Mayfair Witches. I'm assuming, but yeah, the Mayfair. It wasn't a great first season. I think it ended well. It takes a long time, but the ending was actually good. And I do think they are deviating from the books because Lasher is fucked up. It is a fucked up book. I have a whole review on it if you guys haven't seen it, but I don't know what they're gonna do in season 2, guys. Oh yay! I'm glad you could be here, Angela. Now reading the extra. Oh, yep. Okay, I'm excited about it for kind of that same reason. This is our book club book for this month, November. That's what month we're in. For my patrons and channel members, reading The Extraordinary Disappointments of Leopold Berry. I have not started it, but it's my next book to start. I'm going to start it probably Friday and then finish it next week. And then read Wolves of Midwinter. So I don't even know what's happening, guys. I'm just trying my best. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the sprint. So 30 minutes starting now. Okay, now it's starting because the video stopped working for a second. Hello, everybody. Gently coming back from our first sprint. How did it go? Did you get some reading done? Did you get some other stuff done? I am editing my video right now for this weekend. Feel pretty good about it. Sneak peek for everyone who decided to come to sprints. I am working on my reading vlog for Breaking Dawn. I finished the whole Twilight series. I did it. I did the whole thing. Anyway, I don't know. I think my Eclipse video was probably the best one so far. I had the best jokes in it. I'm just putting it out there, but like, I don't know. I'm still editing Breaking Dawn. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like when it's all done. I just know in the Eclipse video, I said Jacob got riggedy wrecked by a vampire fight, and it makes me laugh. Anyway. So yeah, there was a little bit of confusion when I went to this because there was some new people going in here. But yeah, we do this every Wednesday. It is kind of like I was saying, we pause for 30 minutes. They're reading sprints. So essentially, we take 30 minutes. You can read a book. We can read together. I read things sometimes. Today, I just happen to be editing. So it's just kind of a time to get some shit done and also hang out with people. Because I find it useful as someone with ADHD to like mirror. If I have like a set time limit and there's other people around, I usually get more stuff done. So that's the vibe for anyone who's new today. Midnight Ruin. I haven't read it yet. I'm behind on the Dark Olympus series. I am behind on it. I'm like 2 books behind. Hello, darling. How are you, my love? Work hasn't let me hang out in a while. Well, I'm glad you could pop in and say hi. I love it. But yeah, I'm just editing my video on Breaking Dawn. I don't know. I'm only like, I have 5 minutes of cut together things so far. I still have, it's the raw right now. I have cut down because it was 51 minutes of raw. Right now it's 43 minutes. So I have cut out a fair chunk. But mainly when I do vlogs, I'm like all over the place because I'm just like, what? Here, there, what? I'm like, it's not like I'm set down and there's lighting and like I'm ready to film. It's difficult. So yeah. Anyway, I babble and I like cut things out because I repeat myself. But yeah, working on that right now. 50 pages. Love it. Of The Shining. I love it. I love it so much. I think it's better than the movie. The movie does its own thing. I think the book is a masterpiece. Yeah. I can only do one book at a time. There was a time where I would do multiple books at the same time, and then I'm like, I don't want to. So I've been doing just one at a time. Some people are just showing up. I have been reading A Fate Inked in Blood by Daniel Jensen, which I do really like, actually. I was surprised. I'm like 2/3 the way through it. It's romantasy, which I'm not the hugest fan of, if I'm being honest, because there's a lot of reductive things coming out at the moment because it's trendy. But this one's actually pretty good. I like it. It's a duology. There's only one more book. It's already slated to come out March or May. It's an M month next year. So soon enough. But yeah, I like it. If you like Norse mythology, you want like a dash of steam, you want like kind of a cool badass heroine, good series for you. Yeah. Anyway, so I have that. And next up, I have our book club pick for November, which is The Extraordinary Disappointments of Leopold Berry by Ransom Briggs. This is, I put a tab in it because this is like, I'm planning on reading it in 2 days. So this is day 1 and day 2. I tab books for everyone who's new because I like to have reading goals that are obtainable and it makes me read more. So yeah, it's like a half and half because it is fairly short. It is 326 pages. Yeah, It's not that long of a book, which is nice because I am like kind of over long ass fucking books. Like I'm just not not in the mood for them. And this one is 414. So it's slightly long, but it's not that long. Like 500, 600 pages. That's a lot of pages. You know what I mean? If it's enough to be 2 books, it's too big for me at the moment. I'm not saying I won't read them, but like I'm not going to go out of my way for them type of a vibe. But yeah. And then I also have to read Wolves of Midwinter. I have so many things I have to fucking read. And it's also Thanksgiving this month. So I am taking the last week of November off. There won't be reading sprints that day. I know a lot of people are international, but in America, we have a Thanksgiving holiday, which is on November 28th. And the 27th would be the Wednesday before it. And I'm going to do prep cooking. So no sprints that night, but I will be back the following week. So we're going to take 1 week off this month due to holidays. And then I think there'll be some off weeks at the end of December with like Christmas and New Year's and all that jazz. So we have a few more weeks, though, of sprints on Wednesdays before we start doing them in January again. Yeah, same. It's weird because I started working from home, which I love, never going back. But I have so much less time to read, which is weird because I'm at home all day, but like I'm busy all day. And then like I don't have the that was the only good thing about working in an office was that I had a commute. So I listened to audiobooks in the car, and that's like 2 solid hours of reading, like from home to work and work to back every day built into my days. When I get home, I could read more if I want, but I'm like done. And now I don't have a commute time. My commute is from like my bed to here. This is my desk. So long commutes right there. So I don't have that time built into my day anymore. So it's hard like to find appropriate time because I'm like, as soon as work is over, I'm like, want to just go vegetate for a bit. I don't know. It is what it is. And frankly, I don't have to read as much as I do. I do a lot with this channel and it's like a lot of work. So much work. And it's not like super lucrative. I'm doing it just because I enjoy it. But I also don't have to like push myself this hard. So I'm kind of just taking a break and like reading when I want and what I want. It's a good feeling. Yeah, I really liked it. I don't know, because okay, even this far in, you've probably already read some stuff from like the parents' backstory and everything. Because I feel like Stephen King books always have like a central concept that they're exploring through horror. Like Pet Sematary is about grief, for example, and like how not dealing with grief causes zombies, kind of a thing. And then I feel like The Shining is about breaking the pattern of generational abuse. So like it hit something different for me, and I was like, and there was time I was like sobbing because there was like some really poignant things in there that I don't know if everyone picks up on, but I was just like, towards the end of the book, I was crying reading it. I think it's a masterpiece. So keep going. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Realistically, the movie's been out for like what, 40, almost 50 years at this point. It's been a minute. Like I think the time for spoilers has passed. I mean, I am too if I wasn't doing audio. I like audio. I can put it up to like 3 speed, which is like a normal reading speed for me. And then like I like to read along with it, but like if I don't have audio, my brain will wander. And I know that's opposite for a lot of people. A lot of people have to have silence. And I'm like, I need extra stimulation so my brain settles. So that what's doing it for me is audio, frankly. Yeah, exactly. Everyone just comes and hangs out. We talk. We get some shit done. Like some people, like I'm gonna go cook dinner, or I'm gonna do this or that, or I'm gonna read. You know, it's just like hangout time. Yeah, I got the ADHDs. My reading skills have improved. I had bad reading skills for a long time when I was a kid. Not that I couldn't read, it's just I was really, really, really slow, and then I just kept doing it. So I think I don't know. I also don't have dyslexia, so that you probably have a harder time of it. Samesies. Yeah, I used to, and that's how I got so much reading done. Mhm. I like to like I'm reading this right now, but I have the audiobook. I'm literally just like reading along with it. So I feel like it's doubly immersive because I have my ears distracted and my eyes distracted with something, so I'm not like losing focus. Because if I'm reading and it's silent and I hear a sound, my focus is gone. Or if I'm like listening and I see something, focus gone. I got to like lock down both of them for it to work. So, I mean, just do what works for you. It's sad, but like good. It was almost cathartic, I think, at the end. I really like it. I mean, the movie completely different ending than the book. Mhm. Yeah, there's similarities. The movie decided to focus on things that weren't the point of the book, and I think Stephen King is like, "Did you read the book when they were making it?" He's like, "I don't think you understood what this is about." But I mean, the movie has cool ghost stuff, so it's like, they're both are good in their own way. Mm. Well, yeah, I mean, it's whatever works for you. For me, I'm just so used to it that like it helps me focus. But some people have a hard time with it, so it's all, arbitrary. It's whatever works. Mm, yeah. Hence headphones. I'm literally listening to the words I'm reading on the page. That's how I get focus. Like the silence. Okay. It is. Sometimes you get an audiobook where they have a full cast and like sound effects. I love those. There's some that are really, really good. You don't get them very often, but like those ones are great. Completely agree. Hey, Mike Flanagan. Okay. I've seen the movie, but I have not read the book because the movie fucked me up. I'm just gonna say it. That movie is fucking intense and like too much at times. Like there's a lot of like child murder in that movie, like just graphically. And I'm like, I don't need to watch this, but yeah, the movie fucked me up, so it made me not want to read the book very much. Yeah, same. Jim Dale and Stephen Fry. Oh, Stephen Fry! I love it. I haven't. I read the Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Oh my god. I read the HP series. I don't like to give the author a platform, but I read that before I was doing audiobooks back in the day. So I've never reread because I'm like, even if I wanted to, like, I'm not going to do it for my channel because I don't associate with that author. So it's like, I don't know if I'll ever reread them, but yeah, I did them. I think it'd be fun to do it with audio, maybe. I don't know. I've never experienced it. Like honestly, this time I did the Twilight series and I read it the first time without audio. So now I'm reading it with audio. And it kind of, I don't know, it was a different experience. It was fun. Oh, the full cast? Oh, okay. That should be cool. I just got rid of my Audible subscription though. I know I don't use it enough and like it's just wasting money. So I got rid of it because I'm like, if I really want an audiobook, I'll just buy the audiobook. Like if I can't get it from the library, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it was fucking intense. I'm not sure, but if you want to, yeah, same. Yeah, we don't associate with her. This is me pushing her out of my space. Anyway, on that note, why don't we do our second sprint of the evening? For everybody who's new, we usually do 2 sprints. We chit chat in between them, and then we kind of wrap it up for the evening, and then we do it all again the next week on Wednesdays. So let me bring back Miles. That is the name of our duck friend who walks us through the 30 minutes. What up, Miles? All right, everybody. So let's do our second 30 starting now. Hello. Gently coming back from our second sprint. How did it go for everybody? Went pretty good for me. I am at like, if I count all of the raw footage and the footage I have edited, I'm at like halfway. So really, I'm over halfway done. My goal for today was to get through the whole first pass because after that is just adding pizzazz to it. So that's the goal. I have about but 20 more minutes of raw to cut through. But I'm also at like minute 17-ish of like cut through stuff. It'll be a little even shorter after I do my second pass because I cut out extra stuff. It's just all a matter of condensing my babbling. But it is nice getting it done. So thank you guys for hanging out with me while I'm getting it done. I think I'll probably knock out the rest. It's probably like another hour of work. I'll say it's like an hour. Depends how fast I go, because we'll see. I don't know. Like 20 minutes to cut through. I think an hour is a fair estimate. But yeah, I got that going. Let's see. Another few chapters, 40 pages at a cat snuggle. Aww. I love it. Yay. I hope you have a good time. Thank you for coming. I love it. Anyway, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. I hope everyone got some stuff done. You got some reading done, whatever you had to do. I'm going to keep editing, and then I'm going to edit some more tomorrow. Friday, I'm going to a book event. I'm very excited for it. It's a book signing from Sarah Hawley, who I am obsessed with. She writes like paranormal romance, or yeah, I guess the Glimmer Falls series. The first one is like The Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, I think. Let me see. Yeah, A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. And there's 3 books in that series. And she just launched like a new series called Servant of Earth, which I am pretty excited about. Anyway, but yeah, I'm going to that on Friday. It's gonna be a good time. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I'll be back next week with more sprints, video this weekend. That's all I got. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Goodbye. Goodbye.